So you're thinking of starting a business and don't want to be caught off guard. When a company fails, it is usually not due to a lack of talent. Rather, it's due to the ineptitude of those in charge. Even if the focus is on the product, the bad reasoning of smart people often leads to disaster. By the end of the video, you will know the main pillars that most smart people overlook to have a thriving business, or at least continue having one. Number 14. Uncertainty and anxiety about the future. When it comes to business, even the brightest minds can fail due to a resistance to change. When you need to make adjustments, it's usually because your current situation is less than ideal. One thing that smart people despise hearing is that they aren't good enough. People who are deemed intelligent are often told that they are. So when are you telling yourself that you're not good enough and that you need to alter your ways? Maybe the next rung up the career ladder is out of reach because you just aren't qualified. You'll need to evolve and readjust along the way. Smart people find this challenging because their resumes are their livelihoods. This is my history and my identity, they're thinking. In business, success is more likely if you're flexible and open to new ideas. Number 13. They give up that beginner's mindset. It's easy to become lost in specialized knowledge and forget the importance of keeping a broad perspective. Being in this state is sometimes described as having a beginner's mentality. Having this mindset means continually wanting to grow and develop, whatever your current level of accomplishment. Being modest is crucial. Successful business owners have an insatiable curiosity about their field and the world. They retain a beginner's mindset and are motivated by the wonders of life and learning. You will always fail if you give up because you believe you already know everything. Number 12. Thinking inside the box. Extremely bright people don't belong in corporate environments. Any ordinary businessman without a long-term perspective will have a short-term business. Anybody who stays conditioned to be overly cautious is going to hinder their ability to do business. There are also some times when business competition is particularly fierce. To stand out, you need to be able to sometimes take a chance on the unexpected. This will help you pave the way for breakthrough innovations in your niche. You'll have to take the initiative, and that's not something you can always learn from a book or a video. You will gain invaluable experience when you take the risk head-on. The business world is not the place for traditionalists who insist on doing things exactly as they always have. Number 11. Making promises they can't keep. Intelligent people fail in business because they make grand promises but fail to deliver on them. Having so much information at their disposal increases the likelihood that bold statements like, "We will be able to do this and that," will be accurate. But don't make too many promises just because you have a lot of different options at your disposal. Creating an unforgettable service out of them could take a lot more work than you initially thought. People won't want to do business with this person after a few failed promises. Keeping others waiting after giving your word is a deal breaker. It's the easiest way to lose an important client and point them right at the other side of the street where the competition is eagerly waiting for you to mess up. Number 10. Having a sense of superiority. Incompetent business people often fail because of their excessive focus on themselves and their problems. The tendency towards selfishness is one of the more challenging aspects of intelligence. They wish to beef up their resume with additional impressive experience. Your client's wishes come first and not the other way around. This brings us to our next point. Number 9. They believe the client is always right. Yeah, there is a gray area on this particular subject that can save you several headaches and a lot of wasted time. Businesses should train their employees to deal with rude or messy customers. When you accept blame for an issue that isn't your company's fault, you set your team up for failure and attract even higher expectations. Number 8. A pessimistic view of sales. Intelligent people don't always do well in business because they can be too logical and lack the vision needed to make a sale. It's important to persuade others of the value of your plans and initiatives. It's crucial in any scenario to have a clear picture of your vision in the company's long-term objectives, and being able to know how to sell that vision could pave the way to your business success. By the way, we're on a mission to inspire people like yourself to make generational wealth, so make sure to subscribe if that sounds like you. Number 7. They defend their actions as morally superior. It's important to take your employees' advice if you want your business to expand. Accept the fact that you aren't the brightest bulb in the room and can benefit greatly from eavesdropping and asking questions of those around you. The possibility of learning from one another is enormous. Number 6. They stress about changing situations. The second reason brilliant business people fail is their unwillingness to adapt to new situations. Because change is required, keeping things as they are is no longer an option. Intelligent people are sensitive to accusations of their lack of ability. Intelligent people have constantly been told how smart they are. It's tough for bright people who rely solely on resumes to enter the workforce. Commonly, we introduce ourselves with the words, "This is who I am, and this is what I have accomplished." But you must be more flexible every day to keep up with the company's or client's demands. Your ability and willingness to change and adapt will determine your business success. Number 5. Smart people think too highly of themselves and their companies. It is encouraging to see leaders who set high standards for themselves and take pride in their work, but some people seem to take their success for granted. They become so committed to their beliefs that they neglect to prepare for the prospect of competition, new entrants, or unexpected outcomes. The only possible outcome of such a mindset is a failed business. Leaders should constantly challenge their position of power, even when they have it. It's normal for bosses to be so concerned with employee loyalty that they require total compliance with every instruction. It also alienates critical employees, which is bad for business. No one will stay for the long run when a leader begins to see criticism as disloyalty or, worse, an effort to undermine their position. Number 4. Focus on logic rather than emotion. Successful college dropouts who start their own businesses are more likely to be analytical and rational thinkers. On paper, academic and professional achievement stems from our intellect and results of our mental labor. In reality, though, business management also includes emotions. Lacking emotional intelligence is a sure way to fail in business. The success of every business depends on the owner's ability to inspire their staff to give their all. Although you may be one person, you still need to understand your target market and share their frustrations when communicating with them. You need to be able to think and feel. Favoring one over the other might lead to instability, and you need a solid platform to propel your business forward. Number 3. When you consider yourself deserving of professional success. If you've had success in school thanks to your intellect, it's natural to assume that it will also serve you well in business. This is particularly true if you want to go into business for yourself, unless of course you consider the fact that it doesn't. Starting a firm from scratch is a battle that must be fought with the same ferocity as any other company in the same industry. Even if you have a higher IQ, or more formal education than your rivals in the business world, knowing a lot about history, literature, or philosophy will only get you so far in the competitive arena of startups and entrepreneurship. Competitors who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and put in long hours may beat out a company owner who feels superior to everyone else. It might be difficult to acknowledge you were wrong if you have a history of overachieving and consider yourself wiser than most individuals you interact with. Leaders who are really successful in business are the ones who can admit fault rather than seek to shift or deflect blame. It's crucial to own up to your mistakes and make amends, whether you're a CEO, the head of a company, or a freelancer working one-on-one with a customer. Number 2, they never delegate. If you have a high IQ, you will probably do well in many areas where others struggle. This is especially true when looking at the big picture and formulating a strategy. Since they don't trust the people around them, many intelligent high achievers prefer to go it alone. But this is a way to wear yourself out and fail in the end. The best products and services are often the result of collaboration between specialists from different areas. You can simplify your workload and focus on what you do best by delegating some of your duties to others. It could take a sixth sense to find that trusted partner for collaboration and delegation. A sixth sense and a lot of time. Number 1, they don't realize the importance of networking. Many intelligent people overlook the fact that having a large network of contacts is more important than having a high IQ if they want to advance in their careers. These people don't develop their social skills, don't learn to network or promote themselves, and often look down on those who do. If you found this video useful, then you'll love these. And be sure to like this video to let the YouTube algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like this one.